This is Tennessee.
I want the whole city of Knoxville to know that it's football time in Tennessee.
A passion that knows no equal. The heart and soul of the Volunteer State.
Show me you want to run the football.
Handoff gets to the outside. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Wow.
For the next 60 minutes, you're tuned to Vol Network coverage of the Tennessee Volunteers.
Football rewards those who wear your opponent out psychologically and physically.
The most celebrated of traditions.
When you step on the field, there must be a sense of purpose.
The pass is going to be caught. Unbelievable catch. And he goes down back at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. I've been waiting for this one.
Fires for the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
I want to win for you.
Welcome to the Butch Jones Show. Hosted by Tennessee head football coach Butch Jones and the Vol Network's Bob Kessling. Brought to you by the Big Orange Debit Card, only from the official Bank of the Vols, First Tennessee. By the 2015 Ford F-150, the future of tough is here, only at your local Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Tennessee football. By Dish, home of the new 2-year TV price lock and official sponsor of the Big Orange. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols. Now, the Butch Jones Show.
It was a big night, a big play night for the Tennessee Volunteers. They come to Lexington and knock off the Kentucky Wildcats 52-21. Coach, you've been waiting for those splash plays, as you call them. You got a bunch of them against the Wildcats.
Well, we did. We finally had some big splash plays, and we scored 28 unanswered points, outscored them 42-7. A kickoff return for a touchdown, punt return for a touchdown, longest run of the year for a touchdown, and also longest pass play. And we really, really needed that. Proud of our players. We came in here. We had great focus. We spoke about having to play complementary football. This is a game that all three phases had to complement each other, play off of each other, and we were able to do that tonight.
Fell behind 14-10. Then you went out and outscored them 28-0. What turned the game around, do you think, at that point?
Well, the big plays you just alluded to. We were able to get the big throw to Josh Malone down the field, and our players executed, and there was never any panic. We came here with a will to win, and I thought we played very well.
Alvin Kamara was like he was shot out of a cannon on that 63-yard run. Too bad he couldn't get into the end zone, but that set up another score too.
Well, it did, and we thought that was critical because that was right before the half, and you don't want to come away with 3 points. You need to come away with 7 points, and we were able to do that. But we had made an in-game adjustment because they were veering their defensive front, and the players did a great job of really executing it. And if you get Alvin to the edge, you got a great chance that big play is going to occur.
Had the lead at halftime, and I think the really encouraging thing, third quarter, you kept the foot on the pedal.
Well, we did, and we came out and we wanted to assert ourselves. And we had obviously great momentum going in to the locker room, but we needed to come out and we needed to pick it up even that much more, pick up our intensity, our focus, and we were able to do that, really aided by special teams.
You also mentioned before the game, getting pressure on Patrick Towles and the Kentucky offense was key, and you got that from Corey Vereen, and also you got it from Derek Barnett. They were in the backfield all night long.
They did a great job, really, of rushing Patrick Towles, and we knew that would be critical, obviously, in moving forward. We needed to generate a pass rush, but also our interior defensive front, our defensive tackles, and again, we maintained that relentless approach, which we spoke about.
You know, and somebody else that really played well and running sideline to sideline was Darren Kirkland Jr. He really gives you really a big added effect in the middle because he runs so well.
Well, he does. He can run sideline to sideline. He's very athletic, and he continues to get better and better and better. Also had an interception on a screen pass, and now we just got to get it in the end zone. But again, we were able to capitalize, and that goes back to playing complementary football, Bob. We were able to complement each other. We get the ball down there, we come away with 7 points.
Big night for Tennessee. Big win over Kentucky, 52-21. We'll show you highlights next here on the Butch Jones Show.
It's time to honor the Vol Scholar of the Week, brought to you by Volunteer Pharmacy. This week's Vol Scholar is Marquez North. As a political science major, Marquez is on track to graduate in 3 years and has done well to maintain above a 3.0 GPA. Brought to you by Volunteer Pharmacy. Save money. Use an independent pharmacy like us for your prescription needs.
It'll be J.D. Harrison deep. And Jaheim King, Medley kicks it off, and it's football time in Tennessee. King will get it at his own 5. Come up to the 15, 20, and spun down at the 25-yard line. Tolles, and around on the first play, coming to the near side to the 25-yard line, and not back to the line of scrimmage comes Garrett Johnson. Pat, Tennessee's defense stayed at home, no gain. Dobbs out of the shotgun, back to throw, sets up. Kentucky coming after him, he's going to take off running. No, he pulls it up and fires. The pass caught down at the 16-yard line. Ethan Wolf on the catch. Yep, so first down Tennessee at the 36-yard line. Here's a keeper by Josh Dobbs around the left side of the 40, 45, 50 down the sideline and shoved out of bounds in Kentucky territory. Williams behind him, Tolles going to let it fly. Quick slant, pass batted away up at the 23-yard line.
Things like that are obviously the fumble.
Dobbs on a quarterback keeper around the left side, gets to the 20, breaks a tackle to the 10, to the 5, and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Josh Dobbs, a brilliant run around left end. As we mentioned earlier, Tolles will throw it down the middle of the field, but nobody so far for Kentucky has caught it. Here's a quarterback draw, and that's going nowhere. Tennessee saw that coming, and Corey Vereen. Tolles back to throw, quick slant right side, that pass incomplete, and it was right through the hands of Dorian Baton. Dobbs back to throw, sets up, fires. Dobbs out of the shotgun, back to throw, looks for the screen pass, and it's complete to Kamara on the right side, breaks a tackle down the far sideline, and gets down to the 20-yard line. Kicking it right to left, snap down, kick on the way, kick spinning to the uprights, and that kick is good. They're going to give it to Horton up the middle, hit in the backfield and slung down. Corey Vereen comes flying across the line of scrimmage. He's in the backfield right now. They're going to fake it to him. Dobbs back to throw, steps up, fires long down the right sideline. That pass going to be caught at the 20, down to the 10. It's going to go all the way for a Tennessee touchdown. Josh Malone, 75 yards. Josh Dobbs stepping up. Third down. Tolles steps up, being chased, sacked back at the 32-yard line. Derek Barnett gets him. Dobbs, handoff near side. Kamara breaks it, gets to midfield, streaking down the near sideline to the 30, to the 20. Can he outrun him? To the 10, to the 5, to the goal line. And he's going to be marked down where? At the 1-yard line, maybe the 6-inch line. 45 seconds to go. Handoff. No, Dobbs keeping it. He'll just dance into the end zone for a touchdown. The Kentucky 37-yard line. Back to throw. They're going to blitz him. Dobbs picks it up, gets the screen near side. He's got to play to the 30, to the 20. Hurd breaks a tackle to the 10. Hurd weaves his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Back to throw Tolles. Straight pass intercepted by Tennessee at the 30. Goes to the 20, to the 10. Out of bounds at the 5-yard line is Darren Kirkland Jr. Hurd at tailback. They'll give it to him going right to the 5. Hurd powering into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. McGinnis. Line drive this time. Barry's going to field it 5 yards deep.
Come on.
Bringing it out. Here he comes. Near sideline, cuts it to the middle, to the 15, to the 20, to the 30, and there he goes. Gets to the 40, to midfield, down the far left sideline to the 30, and Evan Berry is going to take it all the way for a Tennessee touchdown. 100 yards, Evan Berry.
24 points.
Foster, a driving kick. Sutton's going to field at his own 17, looks for running room, gets to the 20. He's got some running room to the 30. He's at the 40. He's at midfield. Cam Sutton racing for the Kentucky end zone to the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it all the way for a Tennessee touchdown. Cam Sutton goes 83 yards. No snap it. He takes a knee at the 14-yard line. And now the Tennessee Volunteers will watch the clock tick down as the Vols have won an SEC road game tonight. Tennessee comes to Kentucky on Halloween and beats the Kentucky Wildcats. The final score from Commonwealth Stadium, Tennessee 52, Kentucky 21.
Those are the highlights from Tennessee's win over the Kentucky Wildcats, 52-21. Coach, an unusual trip for your team because of the fact the Breeders' Cup was in Lexington. No hotel rooms. You had to make some adjustments.
Well, very unusual, and our administration did a great job, and I thought our players did a great job of really handling the long trip, and we had to stay in Cincinnati, and so we actually came here on Friday, going on our way to Cincinnati, did a walk through Commonwealth Stadium, and then it was kind of business as usual. Got up on game day morning and actually went over to the Cincinnati Bengals and Paul Brown Stadium, did a walk through there. I thought that really kind of set the focus, the temperament, broke the trip up. and then had a long trip coming here on game day. But our players handle it, and they've been great all year. They've really have responded to everything that we've thrown at them. And this is a difficult road trip, a Halloween night, sold out crowd, and I thought they really showed our maturity.
You think, and that's the big thing you hit on, maturity. This team seems to be getting better and better, more poised, able to handle anything thrown its way now. Maybe that's because of the adversity early in the season.
It is because of the adversity and confidence.
Okay.
And you look at the long trip, and then we come in here and we go down and we turn the football over and it goes the other way for 7. And nobody blinked. Everyone just kept fighting, kept pushing, and kept pushing. And that's the maturity of a football team.
Your offensive line, again, you get rolling, and then suddenly Ja'Shawn Robertson goes out. Now you're shuffling guys around. Matt Crowder has to come in. You move guys around, but they don't miss a beat.
Yeah, they've been doing that all year long, and they've showed great resiliency. And, we were able to, at the end of the game, really run the ball effectively. I thought early on in the game we were able to throw the ball efficiently, and they wanted to come in, and you could see the game plan at Kentucky. They wanted to stop the run, and we were able to throw the football, and a lot of that is with the individuals up front. I thought our receivers really stepped up. I thought Josh set his feet in the pocket as well again tonight.
Winning edge in Tennessee football for years since General Neyland, the kicking game.
Yep.
And you won the kicking game big time against Kentucky.
Well, we always make an effort on that, and we invest so much time in our kick game. And to have a punt return for a touchdown, a kickoff return for a touchdown, there was 96 yards average of different starting points on the field. We chart hidden yardage, and that's really our players understanding their role, executing their role at a very high level.
Everybody looks at Cam Sutton and Evan Berry for running the kicks back, but there were a lot of white shirts out in front of them, knocking the blue or black shirts, I guess it was, out of the way and letting them have a clear, because I think Evan Berry said only one guy even brushed his foot going by.
Well, you're exactly right. And there's so much because it's technique oriented. There's so much that goes into it in strain and effort. 63 effort is defined really on your kick teams and your kick coverage teams, and they've done a great job.
Josh Dobbs had a big night for Tennessee in the win over Kentucky. We'll show you how he spent his summer next here on the Butch Jones Show.
Time out to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Single game heroics in big games on the national stage lay the foundation for players to become immortalized. Joshua Dobbs' performance against the Florida Gators on September 26th will forever be stamped in Tennessee's record book as a dominating individual display. Check the stats. Joshua Dobbs became the first player in college football since 2003 when James Killian led his Tulsa team against Hawaii to lead the team in 3 major stat columns. Dobbs darted for 136 yards on the ground, threw for 83 yards, and had 58 yards receiving. That's 277 total yards against the Gators. For good measure, the Georgia native scored a touchdown as well.
Check the stats. Only Dish offers a 2-year TV price lock with no hidden fee. Learn more at dish.com/Vol. Catch the Vols on Dish, proud sponsor of the Big Orange.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Verizon. Come home to a better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteer. By UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by Food City, the tailgating headquarters of Vol fans everywhere. Food City, value every day. The Vol Network now turns the spotlight on Team 119. Brought to you by Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere.
They throw it out to Jennings. He's going to throw it back to Dobbs on the right side.
Life after football can be tough to imagine, especially when working towards the NFL.
To the 10, touchdown Tennessee!
At UT, Coach Jones expects his players to commit to the classroom as well as the field.
Not only in football, but in your life and in your career as well. And commitment is a word that really embodies Joshua Dobbs.
You have to have a plan after football, so I really understand that. I understand the power of having a good degree and a really solid major and what that can do for you and the doors that it will open up for you after your football career.
Quarterback and aerospace engineering major Josh Dobbs took this expectation to the next level with an internship at Pratt & Whitney.
Pratt & Whitney powers the frontline fighters of the United States and about 32 other nations. So we design, support, and manufacture gas turbine engines for militaries around the world.
It was honestly fun. I was kind of, a little, I guess not really nervous, but didn't really know what to expect because, I was at work, for the first time, so it was different, a different feel.
Hydraulic pressure.
Dobbs dove right into the action, helping test the most advanced fighter engine developed yet.
The F-35 is the new fighter for the U.S. Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps, as well as the Air Forces of 11 of our international allies. And that was Josh's assignment. So he was responsible for engine test of the F-135 engine.
He would help us take logs and monitor our screens.
Though Dobbs was only able to work for 3 weeks, his time was worth it.
The engine has a generator that generates.
I think it's just a reflection on Josh's capability and the training he has at UT and the discipline and skill he has personally. I think that's the big reason why he was so successful.
The aerospace engineer is sure he'll have a successful life after football, when the time comes. What he's not so sure about? What part of the airplane he wants to focus his studies towards.
Kind of an interest in both. I don't really know which one I like better now. It's kind of cool. It's a great learning experience to be exposed to that because it opened my eyes to that side of the field.
Coach, I'm amazed. Josh Dobbs, his academic schedule, his practice schedule, he goes from 7 in the morning until 10:30 at night every day.
Time management. He's done a very good job at time management and the maturity that he has displayed to really hand the rigors of being a student athlete, but a student athlete at a very high level.
The other thing that's amazing about Josh Dobbs, he's a great leader on the football field, but I think the guys also see how hard he works in the classroom academically, and that's got to rub off too.
No question, and also respect of what he's studying. And then obviously the internship, and when most individuals are home on vacation getting ready for summer strength and conditioning to approach, he's doing an internship and really working on being a student, working on his career. And that's what Josh Dobbs is all about.
And it's amazing how he really has to juggle things, but he's so thorough in everything he does, and that's impressive.
Very, very thorough, and does not miss one day of practice. And when you look at his workload, as being a quarterback, but also academically speaking as well, he manages both very well.
He seems like such a quiet, soft-spoken guy, but he's not that on the football field.
Very, very competitive. He's one of the fiercest competitors we have on our football team.
Josh Dobbs, the leader of the Tennessee offense. When we come back, we'll take a look at the Tennessee offense here on the Butch Jones Show.
You're never too young to be a VFL. Sign up for the Junior Vols Club. For more information or to sign up for Junior Vols, visit utsports.com. Presented by the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Proudly serving the University of Tennessee Athletic Department since 1949.
Back here at Commonwealth Stadium after Tennessee knocks off the Kentucky Wildcats 52-21. A lot of things about the offense you had to like in the win over Kentucky. Tempo is something everybody talked about. How fast you were moving, the execution, not a lot of guys making penalties, jumping off sides. It's getting into a rhythm now, isn't it?
Well, you're exactly right. Everything is about getting into a rhythm, and our players are having great confidence in terms of playing fast. I thought we were very well in the red zone. It was great to get Aaron Medley going. He had a big kick as well, and it just comes down to execution. We were able to throw the deep ball tonight. We were able to make the key third down conversions, and I thought that was another storyline. We were able to get off the field on third down defensively, and we were able to possess the ball on third down offensively. And then when you throw in the hidden yardage of special teams in the big splash plays, that makes for a great night.
A lot of things to like about the Tennessee offense. Let's go inside inside now with former Vol Eric Ainge.
Welcome into the film room. Let's get right into the offense from the Kentucky game. All right, here we go. First play, Alvin Kamara, big run, 63 yards. Stick your foot in the ground, north and south. Great run by number 6 right there. Almost got in the end zone. All right, here we go. Let's take a look, closer look right here. Right guard's pulling. 1, 2, 3. Point of attack. Wolf. Extend the play. Extend the EMOL right there. When I say EMOL, I mean in man on the line of scrimmage. EMOL. In man on the line of scrimmage. It could be a corner, a safety, a linebacker. It doesn't matter. Wolf is the tight end, the furthest outside guy on the left side of the formation with his hand in the ground. He's blocking the EMOL, whoever that is, in man on the line of scrimmage. Extend the containment so we have more room to run the football. He should be trying to shrink it down and squeeze this gap so we don't have as much room to run, but he doesn't. Wolf does a good job. Great double team by the tackle and the guard, getting off onto the play side linebacker. Great job down here blocking. We're in 11 personnel. Good job by the wide receivers by pulling this backside guard. Watch what it does to this backside linebacker here. Down, set, hut, pull, pause, hop, and watch him be late running through the arm tackle. Kamara's too fast and he's late, misses the tackle. Good scheme, good run. Everyone's at the point of attack on a zone play. You're not blocking down, you don't have your steps you have to get to. You have your footwork and everyone's at the point of attack. You have no idea where that football's gonna go. You start front side, stick your foot in the ground, you end up going backside. You have no idea where that ball is gonna go. When we take it back one more time, I do want you to watch this. A lot of times we don't know if Dobbs is gonna give the ball, keep the ball. This is a designed give all the way. If we were gonna let Josh right here have a chance to read this, we would not be blocking this defensive end. And we're engaged right here, block, 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 block. So what we're doing is we're handing the football off and we're watching how they're defending it. Pulling a guard, blocking with the wide receiver up here in the slot. So we got a block and a pulling guard, and if we like how it looks, then they'll just call the play and tell Josh to keep it the next time. Next play. Good job, get it out quick. Coleman Thomas. Coleman Thomas needs a nickname in the open field. He's such a good open field blocker. He needs a nickname. We need to work on that. All right, here we go. Jalen Hurd is 3rd and 7. Are they going to drop back and play zone, or are they going to bring pressure? It's rare that people just sit back and have 4-man rush, cover 3. 4-man rush, cover 4. They're either going to heat you up or they're going to show that they're going to bring pressure and they're going to drop everybody back. So right here, 3rd and 7, got receivers out. Here they come. They're bringing 6 and playing man-to-man across the board. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 safety deep. Cover 1, no underneath help. Good job, Dobbs. Set them up, bring them to you, give ground, button elbow up high, good throw. And then Coleman Thomas cleaning 2 up. One more time, Coleman Thomas cleaning 2 up. Wildcats down. Great play. Hurd doing everything else from there. Good job by number 1, getting in the end zone. You know, this is actually, if we take it back to the top right here, it's a unique blitz by Kentucky because they're not actually guarding Jalen Hurd, which is a design flaw in my opinion. The only way they could do it if he were to run a flare route would be to what's called blitz peel, which means he's blitzing at the quarterback, and if the running back comes to his side, he'll peel and he'll stop blitzing and he'll go guard the running back. But if we go back to the top right here, the only guy that could do that on this side would be this defensive end. Now it is into the boundary, so that's not quite as big of a deal, but these guys have absolutely no idea where number 1's going. They're just trying to get to the quarterback. And they aren't gonna quite get there. Great play call, 3rd and 7. They knew, again, we talked about fingerprint. We're talking about fingerprint. They're gonna get there someday. Here we go, next play, last play right here. Play fake, good job. Great pocket movement, great presence. Give your big guy a chance. Get off me, good job. Wide receiver you showing up in Lexington. I want to take it back one more time. Josh Dobbs has really gotten a lot better at this. He's not just trying to scramble all the time. A lot of young quarterbacks, when they catch the ball, I used to be the worst. They turn and they put your shoulders square to the line of scrimmage. Watch what Dobbs does right here. As he's dropping back, he's getting pressured, he scoots up in the pocket, again scoots up in the pocket, and he remains a passer the entire time. It's great football, great pocket presence, great pocket movement by Josh Dobbs, and another big play, one of his many touchdowns in the game, and that's why he's your AutoZone player of the game. Congratulations to Josh Dobbs, our AutoZone player of the game. For the auto parts, accessories, and advice you need, get in the zone. AutoZone.
The Vols rushed for more than 119 yards yesterday, which means Tennessee fans get a free medium hot or iced coffee via the Dunkin' Donuts mobile app today. Available.
Time now for Exact Science, brought to you by Humana, your partner in health.
Happy Halloween! Hope everybody had a great Halloween. Now what do we do with all the candy, right? Tons of candy.
Yep.
So what I wanted to do is show you how we can portion things out and be a little bit more responsible with what we're eating post-Halloween. What we have here is Tootsie Rolls, so probably get tons of Tootsie Rolls on your trick-or-treating adventures.
Yep.
6 Tootsie Rolls is a serving. So what I suggest is you sort all the Tootsie Rolls, put them in little packages of 6, set them aside, now you have a portion size.
Okay.
Twizzlers, another thing, usually you're not getting a bag like this, you're getting more of the snack size stuff. But this is about a serving of Twizzlers, which is probably 1 to 2 of your snack size Twizzler packets. Here's another trick. And these aren't, not a lot of people are handing out Raisinets, right?
Exactly.
At least those are the houses we skip.
Exactly.
We don't want the Raisinette house. But if you do have candy or anything that is in a package that's resealable, the thing that you can easily do is keep a measuring scoop already in there.
Yeah.
So that way you're not just grabbing it and just, handful after handful. You know that your quarter cup scoop is your serving size. Here I go, and then just put it back in, seal it up, and I'm being more responsible with my candy intake, right?
Makes sense.
Then what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little Halloween treat, right?
Okay.
Applesauce, apple cider, all that's like the fun fall stuff, right? So we're gonna make caramel applesauce.
Okay.
Now, not an exact science. I'm all about recipes that aren't really recipes.
I got you.
So cut these up. I don't know, how many apples? Maybe 10, 15. Can you go ahead and put these in that crock pot there?
Yep.
So you're gonna do 10-ish apples or whatever fills the bowl.
Okay.
And then let's use some cinnamon, so stick that in there. You want a little bit of water, I just did a cup, and sugar, real sugar.
Gotcha.
Yes, it's a treat, but let's not get all kinds of chemicals in our system. We have the final product here.
Smells good.
Yeah, so why don't you grab that spoon there. Go ahead and get a little bit. Then just go ahead and put a little caramel sauce on there, as much or as little, as much as you want. You're trying it. Wow.
Okay. Is that good?
That's very caramely. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and try that. And then with the peels, there's a lot of good nutrients in the peels. How'd that turn out?
Good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's really good.
So with the peels, what you can do is you can grind them in a food processor and then put them in a container in your refrigerator. You can put it in oatmeal, you can put it in recipes, that sort of thing, because there is a lot of good nutritional value in the peels, and so you don't want to waste that. So
sounds good.
Now we have a way to perfectly portion out our sweet treats for Halloween. Have a nice, semi-healthy caramel applesauce. And so, and it's like I said, it's not an exact science. Just throw things in a bowl
Pretty
and
easy.
get to it.
Pretty easy.
All right, so are you ready to go trick-or-treating?
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Scary.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Coach, on the Vol Network, we have strict rules about candy consumption on Halloween. How do you deal with that with the football team?
Strict rules as well, but Miss Allison tries to have a balancing act, as you can see. But our players have done a really good job with the sports nutrition of what it takes to play at a high level, and obviously Allison does a great job with that. But they continue to really, really take pride in what they put in their bodies.
How about the head coach? Did you sneak some extra candy on Halloween after the win?
Work in progress.
Work in progress. Work in progress. We'll continue with more here on the Butch Jones Show in a moment.
Learn how you can win a trip for 2 to the 2016 College Football Playoff National Championship. Go to www.collegecolorschallenge.com/GoVols to learn more.
The Butch Jones Show is being delivered by UPS. From figuring it out to getting it done, UPS is here to help. Visit solvers.ups.com to learn more. By Hyundai, proud supporter of college football and loyal fans everywhere. By Eastman Chemical Company, promoting sustainability. Remember, good sports always recycle. And by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at fbhealthplans.com or at your local Tennessee Farm Bureau office.
Tennessee gets a key SEC road win here at Kentucky, and the defense played a big role. Forced turnovers and conversions on third down were key.
No question, 2 of 13 on third down conversions, 2 turnovers. I thought we tackled better, and that's an explosive Kentucky offense, and we did a great job of really getting off the field and really making them one-dimensional all night.
Darren Kirkland's interception, that's another big step forward for that freshman.
Well, it is, and he continues to get better and better and better, and again, it gets back that we spoke about earlier in the show, complementary football. We get the ball on the 4 or 5 yard line, and we cap it off with 7 points.
You know, he talked after the game about film study and how he looked at their screen game, and you knew Kentucky wanted to throw. I mean, you basically took that game away from them.
And they've been very effective with their screen game, and that was a part of their offense that we were very concerned with going into the game, and our players continue to invest in victory each and every week.
So let's go inside the Tennessee defense with Eric Ainge.
Welcome into the film room with me. We're going to talk about defense first. A few plays from the Kentucky game. First one, a great play by a freshman linebacker, very instinctive play. Ooh, big interception. Take it to the house, young buck. Outrun the quarterback. Oh, he'll get a lot of grief from his teammates for that one right there. Let's go back and look at the play though. 1st and 10, game situation, situational football. 1st and 10, we're up 31-14. It's the third quarter, 10 minutes left. Before we watch it again, freshman linebacker, big interception, down, green 25, set, Hutt, ball snapped, and stop it right there. You got Kirkland and you got Maben both surrounding him. I think they know the play. I think they know exactly what's going to happen because no matter which way the running back goes, Maben's going to get an interception, Kirkland's going to get an interception. They know the play through film study, preparation. It's called knowing your opponent, knowing the fingerprint of the offensive coordinator of Kentucky. That's what we call it. On 1st and 10, a gotta have it drive. What do we need, Kentucky? You gotta go score a touchdown. What's he gonna call? Is he gonna take a shot? Is he gonna throw a down the field play? Is he gonna just try to get a completion somehow? Is he gonna hand the ball off? Most coordinators are the same. They don't call the same play, but they call the same type of play. We call it their fingerprint. And you got a freshman out here who already knows Kentucky's OC's fingerprint. He got a big interception, great play by him, almost scored a touchdown. His teammates need to give him some crap though for not getting in the end zone and getting chased down by the quarterback. All right, here we go. Next play, big one right here coming up too. Cam Sutton right here. Ball's up in the air, gonna be a touchdown. Find it, track it, great technique. All right, here we go. So it looks like we're gonna drop back and play zone. Linebackers back here, 4 yards, 5 yards deep, down, green 25 set, Hutt ball snapped, and here they come. This actually is what we call a zone blitz, a 33 zone blitz, 3 deep, 3 underneath, zone blitz. Now Vereen's your defensive end. You'll watch him as we go back a little bit. Corey Vereen actually is gonna drop. It looks like he's got his hand in the dirt and everything, like he's gonna pin his ears back and come, and then he's gonna drop, he's gonna look for the screen running back, a shallow crosser. He's one of your 3 guys that's actually playing the underneath zone coverage. Now, I don't know if we have a busted coverage back here. One of these 2 safeties is supposed to be playing the deep middle, I think. Or they have some sort of combination coverage in the middle through film study again that they don't think they're gonna take a post route, so they're comboing it and taking something else away. Bottom line, you got Cam Sutton, inside leverage, taking away anything easy and getting a great play down here. Normal rush ratio is 7 guys in coverage and only 4 guys rushing. We brought 5 and only had 6 in coverage, and we still got a great play by Sutton in a pass breakup. And the last one right here, Corey Vereen sack, downset Hutt, 2nd and 10, nowhere to go. Number 50 with another tackle for loss, another sack. Toll's not quite sure what to do. All right, now here we go. Formation, empty. 2 guys here, trips up to the field, taking the entire field. You got 5 guys to block, 4. Only 5 guys to block. Normally, the center is going to look weak. They blocked the 4 down lineman and the will linebacker. So the quarterback's up here, and he's going to look out there and he's going to say, okay, my line's got the 4 down and the weak side linebacker. They're going to turn and block the weak side linebacker. This guy is going to assess the slot. The center and the quarterback assess the slot. That means they look at Jalen Reeves-Maben. Is he going to blitz? No. All right, well, let's go look at Kirkland. Is he going to blitz? Maybe. Okay? Then down, set, Hut, you'll watch his attention. He actually goes strong. So when he comes back, Vereen has no one in his way to get the sack. Barnett gets blocked. If we take it back to the top, right here, we're running an ET stunt. Both of our ends are coming inside. Watch Barnett up top. He comes and gets picked up by the center because he went strong. If the center would have stayed back here weak, Vereen would have got picked up by the center and Barnett would have got a nice easy sack. They complement each other. Real good football players. Last year we had Majid and Barnett doing it. Now we got Barnett and Vereen doing it. You got 7 guys back in coverage, ET stunts. The line's not sure what to do. When in doubt, they're going to send this guy to Barnett, and Corey Vereen's going to clean up the mess. Really good plays by these guys. Great performance by the defense. That's it from the film room. We'll be right back.
Monday night means more Tennessee football. Join us from 8 to 9 p.m. for the Big Orange Hotline. Bob Kessling, Jeff Francis, and Pat Ryan break down Saturday's ballgame live from the patio of Dead End Barbecue in West Knoxville. That's the Big Orange Hotline every Monday night. You asked, he'll answer. This is Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Check them out at academy.com/Vols for your chance to win Tennessee football tickets. No purchase necessary.
John Bryce now joins us for this Ask the Coach segment. And, Coach, this is from Ben Thaxton, and he talks about the fact that, again, this game returned a kickoff and a punt for a touchdown. What do you attribute all that success to in the kicking game?
Well, Ben, I attribute to just the hard work and efforts of a lot of individuals involved in our return game. And we have very, very talented returners, but it's also the individuals blocking for them. And we always talk about our IRU, indisputable role understanding. And our players understand their role, they embrace their role, and they're starring in their role as well.
Coach, I think you told me on Wednesday, I asked you, what have you seen out of your team's leadership this week? And you paused and you said, leadership. How important was that over the course of this week? And then how important was it that it was validated out on the field?
It was validated, and it was greatly needed. And we have more and more individuals stepping up and really defining who they are. And we talked about really putting our football identity and our individual identity on video, and also the leadership that goes with it. And I see more and more individuals becoming more and more vocal, and they're becoming more and more comfortable in their roles as well.
There's been a great deal of adversity this season that your team has encountered, be it injuries or whatever, but they just seem to keep responding. What do you credit that resiliency to, that resolve to?
Character. We have great character in our football program, great competitive character, and I think the love for each other. You know, our brotherhood continues to grow and grow and grow, and they just put their head down and they work. Now we're going to be challenged again this week. It's never easy of life in the SEC, but this football team continues to grow closer and closer and closer, and I do think that resolve that you just spoke about has really galvanized this football program.
Coach, as always, there's another phrase around Tennessee football, they remember what you do in November, and this is a big November coming up. Start with South Carolina Saturday.
Yes, it is. Looking forward to the opportunity. It's going to be a great challenge. They have great momentum coming into the game because they took a very good Texas A&M team down to the wire at their place, so we have to be ready. We're fighting the injury bug a little bit, but we're going to have a great week of preparation, and we'll be ready at 102-455.
And it would be good to be home next week, won't it?
Can't wait.
Coach, thanks. Congratulations on the win over Kentucky. Good luck against Carolina.
Thank you.
Butch Jones, his comments tonight after Tennessee beats Kentucky. We'll wrap things up here on the Butch Jones Show in a moment.
The Butch Jones Show is being brought to you by Humana. Over 50 years of experience in the healthcare industry. Humana, your partner in health. By Vol Network Home Entertainment. Available at participating Walmart locations and online at volnetwork.tv. And by the Tennessee Lottery, proud to have raised over $3.4 billion for education in Tennessee. Time now for the First Tennessee First Look, a scouting report and look ahead at the Vols' upcoming opponents. Brought to you by First Tennessee, the official bank of the Vols.
Tennessee's next opponent, South Carolina, comes to Neyland Stadium on Saturday at 4 o'clock. John, how is life after the old ball coach at Carolina?
Well, the Gamecocks, Bob, are still trying to find their footing. Perry Orth did some nice things in the loss at Texas A&M, but he also turned the ball over, and South Carolina doesn't have the ability to overcome those kinds of mistakes. They weren't able to get Pharaoh Cooper very involved in the game Saturday at College Station, and South Carolina will have a hard time going very far at all in any game if Pharaoh Cooper is not involved. He's their best player.
You know, it's amazing how they have just struggled the last several years with a quarterback. They just haven't been able to get any stability there at all, and that's kind of the case this year too.
No, I mean, we saw even Steve Spurrier's best years, Bob, at South Carolina hinged on his defense and a really good front seven. And South Carolina still has some nice athletes, and Brandon Wilds is a very capable back, but he won't be the best back in the game Saturday. That will be Jalen Hurd and Alvin Kamara. And Tennessee, I think, enters with a lot of momentum, and South Carolina continues to enter with questions.
You know, it's amazing. This Tennessee front seven looks like it's playing at a different speed now. And I think a lot of that's Darren Kirkland because he runs so well. But Corey Vereen and Derek Barnett, I mean, they're playing like they're just possessed now and going after the quarterback.
They've clearly discovered something, and whether it's another gear or something on film that they've corrected or a combination of both, Bob.
Some scheme, maybe.
Yeah, and then Steve Stripling is as good a defensive line coach as anybody in America, and he keeps those guys invested. He keeps them engaged. And then Darren Kirkland Jr., both John Jancic and Butch Jones told me this week what he's doing at this level in the SEC as a true freshman is pretty phenomenal. Butch Jones told me he's got the best instincts of any freshman he's ever been around.
Yeah, and the interception was amazing. Just not so much the ball was thrown at him, but there was a reason it was because Kirkland was in the right spot.
Yeah, and that is exactly what John Jancic just talked to me about last week. He said, we've got to fix his eyes. He's making a lot of great plays, and he's got his eyes looking in the wrong places sometimes. Obviously, Saturday night at Kentucky, he had his eyes looking in the right place, and he nearly had his feet in the end zone.
Yeah, that's right. And the other thing he's done, at first of the year, is overrunning plays, and guys are cutting back. He's not doing that anymore.
No, I really think that he gained tremendous confidence from his performance in recent weeks, but particularly at Alabama, when he's able to run sideline to sideline and tackle a guy like Calvin Ridley, who's as explosive as just about anybody in the SEC. That shows you not only that lateral quickness, but that understanding of the game, his ability to anticipate. And those are all things that Tennessee needs out of its man in the middle on defense.
Thanks for being with us. For John Bryce and Coach Butch Jones, I'm Bob Kessling. Next week, Tennessee, South Carolina, 4 o'clock the kickoff at Neyland Stadium. And we'll have highlights right here next week on The Butch Jones Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports, media, and entertainment company. Produced at the Hand Digital Studio.